Yo, YouTube, it's your boy J Steph, man. We back at it with another UK documentary reaction. We back to the UK now. We took a little break, had to branch off into them other fucking countries and see what the hell is going on. Now we back in South KILLBURN, and it is cracking. Okay, we got HRB versus SSK. This is the deadly divide of Northwest London. I'm pretty sure this is CGM's area and all that shit, but we about to get into the specifics beef of HRB versus SSK. Now, I heard about both of these gangs, respectively, so we about to get in tune, about to see what's going on. Be sure to tap that link down below. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's your boy J Steph, man. Without further ado, let's go. Shout out UK Drill Plug, man. Let's
seems
go.
like a rich and affluent part of London. However, what a lot of people don't know is that it has some of the most deprived blocks, with a high crime rate and notable gang presence. A popular rapper from Ladbroke Grove in West London named AJ Tracy stated that there are roads with rich houses and wealthy people on one side.
Oh shit, I did not mean to do that, my
From
fault.
an outside C, Digga D, Fredo, and AJ Tracy, with Digga D and AJ Tracy even coming from the same block, that being Ladbroke Grove. However, this video isn't based on Ladbroke Grove, but instead the neighboring war between two gangs, those being South KILLBURN and HRB. South KILLBURN is a large street gang based on the South KILLBURN estate within the NW6 postcode. The South KILLBURN gang goes back to the 1990s, with them previously being called the South KILLBURN Mandem. In recent years, the South KILLBURN gang has become more of a singular gang, instead of many different cliques in the local areas.
Okay.
South KILLBURN's block has been going through a big redevelopment in recent years, with the old estate being demolished and being rebuilt.
Gentrification.
Similarly to the Agar Grove block, which has seen a redevelopment in recent years.
What?
With new modern...
They did that to AG's blocking them? When they do that? So is Suss's home, like old home, gone in all them? Did they move out of Agar Grove? Where are they at? That's
buildings
crazy.
being constructed in the area. Only roads away
that
from
shit look
South
tough, though, I ain't
KILLBURN's
gonna
block
lie.
is another large street gang, this being popular drill group HRB. HRB is based on the
Mozart.
Mozart estate, in specific Harrow Road, hence the name Harrow Road Boys. The gang is situated between the W9 and W10 postcodes.
That's- yeah,
the
little
HRB
dots.
gang is also
Yep,
often
yep.
referred to as Mozart,
Reacted
due
to
to the
them
estate
before.
the gang reps being situated on the Mozart estate. Mozart was dubbed Crack City by the media in the mid-1990s.
Damn.
Due to the high amount of crack cocaine users being present in the estate. The large amount of drug users would as usual result in a large amount of drug dealing in the area and surrounding areas. Due to this, the two gangs would start to have issues with each other over either drugs or money. This would result in South KILLBURN and Mozart starting to actively beef. Now, London does not have Bloods or Crips like America does. However, HRB heavily flagged the color red along with their allies, like Active Gang, 12 Anti, and Up Top 6, with it being present in every music video they make. And South KILLBURN flagged the color blue, which is also present in their music videos. Due to the flagging of blue and red, it started to look like West London was one big Crips versus Bloods gang war. During the mid-2000s, HRB members would start rapping and dissing South KILLBURN on songs, with South KILLBURN replying in response tracks, with a South KILLBURN member named Tribes making a song called Rebellion Diss, where he exposed many HRB members for snitching and dissed a HRB member in specific named Rebellion. He would expose tit-for-tat incidents in the streets within this song. During the 2010s, tit-for-tat incidents between South KILLBURN and HRB would occur.
Uh-oh.
On the 29th of September 2011, there was a party on the Mozart estate, with some HRB members in attendance. South KILLBURN members would be on the lurk for any ops. Whilst being armed and dangerous, the South KILLBURN members would arrive and see a group of girls talking to a group of boys. The South KILLBURN member would then shout, "Motherfuck," before shooting off one shotgun bullet into the crowd. An 18-year-old girl was hit whilst holding her 11-month-old baby. She suffered injuries to her
It's over. It's over. I'm not going to wherever they live at. I'm not. I'm not. Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way. Y'all hopped in the ride, pulled up with a sawed-off shotgun, said motherfucker, and just let off shots in front of anybody. What the fuck? Why? Why? She was holding an 11th month baby. What is going on? What the fuck? How do you, where is y'all aim at?
face, chest, and neck. Luckily, the baby would not be harmed in any way, and the girl would make a recovery. The girl and her baby were not the intended target, but it was instead a group of boys talking to them. Only months later, on the 21st of December 2011, a 21-year-old man was shot twice on the Mozart estate. As a result of a drive-by shooting, the 21-year-old man was standing with a group of boys before being shot in the chest and abdomen. He would be rushed to hospital and would make a fast recovery. 3 months after this,
boy, he thank God he made it out. But my nigga, I'm telling you, this shit, these niggas is trained MI6. Niggas is aiming for chest
shooting on the 11th
head.
of April 2012, a HRB member named Hersey was in Queen's Park on the Mozart estate. When a car would pull up, a South KILLBURN member would exit the car and walk towards Hersey. By the time Hersey noticed the assailant, the South KILLBURN member would shoot once at Hersey. Hersey was hit once in the chest at point-blank range. He was rushed to hospital and nearly died, however he made a steady recovery. Hersey would even be banned from London around a year later in 2013 and would eventually be deported. A lot of South KILLBURN members would go to jail around 2014 and 2015. Members would also start changing their lives around, which meant that the South KILLBURN gang consisted of a new younger generation. They would start referring to themselves as SSK, which stood for Southside Killy. Like SSK, Mozart would also have a new younger generation of members who would start putting in work in the streets. The younger generation of Mozart would be Fredo, Lil Dots, and Wu. Fredo would be one of the most popular rappers from HRB, dropping the UK drill banger They Ain't 100 in March 2016. This song currently sits on 35 million views.
Damn. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Who's popping and glocking and stop
On the
shotting?
27th of May 2017, Mohanna Abdo was chilling with South KILLBURN members near a children's playground. Allegedly, she was a setup girl for South KILLBURN, but this hasn't been confirmed. Anyways, 2 HRB members would be looking to catch some ops. They would pedal bike onto Sherland Mews within South KILLBURN and would spot a group of South KILLBURN members. They would approach them and would shoot multiple shots into the group, with all of the boys running and not being hit. However, a stray bullet would ricochet off a wall and hit Mohanna Abdo in the chest. Sadly, she would be pronounced dead as a result of the bullet wound. Originally, the HRB members would be arrested, however they would not be charged, due to there being a lack of evidence. It's obvious Mohanna Abdo was not the intended target, however her alleged affiliation with the South KILLBURN gang resulted in her sad death. Rest in peace.
Look, man, I know I be saying females and everybody off limits. It wasn't confirmed, but if you setting niggas up to be chinged, I can't. You just as knee deep into this shit as the regular gang members. I can't say nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? You setting up, you helping them set up they ops for them to get done up. That's not. They're not gonna fuck with that, bro. They're definitely gonna come after you for that shit, for sure, for sure.
Mohanna Abdo. Shootings and stabbings would carry on playing out in the streets. However, a lot of these incidents wouldn't be shown in the news, but instead, they would be referenced in songs. A couple streets away, Digga D was also making noise in the streets with his group 1011. 1011 and HRB have also had a rivalry for years, with it getting heated recently. Digga D dissed Fredo and Ratlin, who was another prominent HRB member, a lot in 2017.
Scored in a box, same way Broski scored on Fredo. Word, I'll kill him, bro. Can't run here, no spring chicken. Cause he can run, bro. Who am I kidding? Screaming water.
However, Fredo didn't really diss Digga D back on songs, as he most likely wanted to get himself out of the streets. In 2019, a SSK member named J1 and a few other Southside Killy members would be walking together on their block in South KILLBURN. HRB members would get the drop and pull up with guns. In broad daylight, the HRB members would pull up and start shooting at J1 and the other SSK members. This was recorded by terrified members of the public. The video is quite disturbing and would resurface on the UK drill subreddit. Luckily, no one was injured in this incident, with everyone being fine. A few months later, another act of violence would play out in the streets. On the 3rd of December 2019, members of South KILLBURN were walking through the streets in Kensal Green. An unknown GM would approach the members on a bike. The GM would let off shots towards the group. One of the members was hit and sustained critical injuries. He would be rushed to hospital and would be treated and let out of hospital.
What is up with this area and guns? I haven't heard nobody get yinged yet. Nobody is getting yinged. Everybody is getting popped, shot, and glocked, bro. What the fuck is going on? Nobody has pulled a knife out yet. Everybody is popping people. What is happening?
Days later, luckily with no life-changing injuries. It's unknown if this GM was a part of HRB or a different gang that beefs South KILLBURN.
Yeah, like,
South KILLBURN have a lot of ops, with the most notable ones being Active Gang, North KILLBURN, Kensal Green, and Warwick.
That's crazy, bro.
Fly in the coop, but I need some more. Your antics make me bored, cause I just came around to say hello. I just came around to say hello.
Hello, Moto.
On the 15th of July 2020, an 18-year-old named Ahmed Yassin Ali, or better referred to as Arms, was walking on Elmfield Way, West London at 12:30 a.m.
What happened?
On the 15th of July 2020, an 18-year-old named Ahmed Yassin Ali, or better referred to as Arms, was walking on Elmfield Way, West London at 12:30 a.m. Two members of an opposition gang, presumably LG8, pulled up in a navy blue car. The two attackers jumped out of the car and would attack Arms. He would be stabbed and would try to plead with the attackers saying, "No, don't do this." However, sadly, Arms would be pronounced dead only minutes later, with the attackers getting in the car and speeding off. Arms was allegedly affiliated with HRB.
Who is them green niggas? Who is that? Who is them green niggas? I ain't never heard of them green niggas. Who the fuck is that?
Repping a set named Warwick, which has been closely allied with HRB. A witness to the incident said they heard a lot of noise, and then one of them, it must have been the boy, was shouting, "No, no, no, don't do this," with no one being arrested or charged for the murder up until this day. Rest in peace, Arms. One HRB member would not be happy about this incident. His name was Billy the Kid. The day after the murder of Arms, he would be planning to ride out on LG8, as they were allegedly responsible for Arms' death. They would use a stolen vehicle from days before and ride onto their op block. There were 4 people in the car, including Billy the Kid. They would spot a group of rivals standing together and would shoot towards them. All of the bullets they shot into the crowd missed, with the crowd starting to fire back. Sadly, Billy the Kid was hit by 2 of the bullets being fired back. The other...
Shit! Boy, this nigga went to the op block after his man passed away, RIP to him, and then rid out on the ops, let off shots at them. They bust back and hit him with 2 bells. God damn. Boy.
Standing together and would shoot towards them. All of the bullets they shot into the crowd missed, with the crowd starting to fire back. Sadly, Billy the Kid was hit by 2 of the bullets being fired back. The other members of HRB would leave Billy pretty much for dead. In a shocking twist of events, the people that actually killed Billy weren't sentenced, but instead Billy's friends were sentenced and were charged for his murder. As the judge argued, if they didn't shoot into the crowd, Billy would have still been alive. They were given at least 29 years in prison, with the people that actually shot Billy still being free.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, that's what they'll do. If they can't find the attackers, bro, they're gonna charge y'all just because y'all are gang members. Alright? They're gonna charge y'all just because y'all gang members, bro. And they're gonna charge y'all with his murder, even though y'all didn't do nothing. And them niggas is free. And now it is unsolved technically still. Damn.
Special case of violence. A new law was passed in relation to the murder of Billy. Rest in peace, Billy the Kid. HRB would be looking for retaliation for the murder of Billy the Kid and would look for any chance to kill another rival. Under a month later in August 2020, a Southside KILLBURN member named Gucci was standing outside of his house at 12:40 a.m. when 2 masked men would pull up and start shooting at Gucci. Gucci would attempt to run into his house, but was gunned down and shot multiple times. He would sadly be pronounced dead only minutes later outside of his home. Both of the men were arrested days later, but were not charged as there was insufficient evidence to place them at the crime. The alleged attackers...
How are these boys getting off the murder with no evidence? How are they doing this? Is this the same Gucci that Sus be talking about in broad day? Is this the same Gooch? Right? I've heard Gucci and they blurted out a couple times, but is that the same one? I think so.
Members from HRB and Active Gang. Active Gang is a set based in Camden. They have had major beef with 51st for years, but are allied with HRB, as we have seen Lil Dots and Broad Day blow up in the drill scene.
Yeah, I'm right about that.
There have been many theories surrounding the death of Gucci, with people on the UK drill subreddit even claiming Fredo used his rap money to pay for a hit on Gucci. However, this has little to no evidence and is most likely just a rumor. Only weeks later, a direct diss song would drop. This had rapper Lil Dots and Broad Day on a song called Roll Up. This song was riddled with many disses towards Gucci. Gucci is also mentioned on a lot of CGM songs, as the two sets, those being SSK and CGM, are allied. Rest in peace, Gucci. Members of Active Gang and HRB would get close during this time. Their alliance would get stronger when Suspect, who was Active Gang's biggest rapper, featured on a song with Fredo, who was HRB's most popular rapper. This song would rake in millions of streams and views, and even chart top 73 on the official charts, with this being Suspect's first charting song.
He ripped that shit.
There's a place where mishaps don't mean missing out. Welcome to the plus side.
Bro, can you stop with that noise? Goddamn. Death of Wu.
On the 19th of July, 2022, a HRB member named Wu and other HRB members would be chilling in Queen's Park in South Kilburn. A gunman would spot the group and approach the group. The gunman would then let off shots. Wu would sadly be hit in the chest, with a bullet hitting his heart. Wu would be rushed to the hospital but was pronounced dead moments later. Whilst it's not known who killed Wu, it's largely speculated that it was either SSK or CGM as a retaliation for Gucci. CGM have spoke on the murder a lot, and have hinted towards claiming the murder of Wu. But either way, the murder has gone unsolved up until this day. Lil Dots CGM as a retaliation for Gucci. CGM have spoke on the murder a lot.
I'm not blackball. I go to every event with no security and cause no trouble. I just wanted to clarify if Posty is picking sides, that's all. Pre-order Back to Square One, my new tape. Fredo, I see you in the comments talking. We dropped your nigga like a bad habit. I'm about to watch the CCTV in slow-mo. Nigga, what the fuck, digga?
And have hinted towards claiming the murder of Wu. But either way, the murder has gone unsolved up until this day. Lil Dots, who is a big HRB rapper.
How are niggas getting CCTV? Why are niggas like Digga getting CCTV, bro? Can I get some CCTV, nigga? Hello? Can y'all send me that shit?
Be grieving the loss of Wu, especially due to Wu being Lil Dot's older brother. This meant both of Lil Dot's brothers have passed away, as Lil Dot's other brother, G Dots, was killed in a police chase in December 2012. R.I.P. G Dots and Wu. HRB members were looking for a retaliation on South Kilburn and CGM after the passing of Wu, and in the early hours of Sunday the 4th of September 2022, they would find their retaliation.
Sunday, the 4th of September.
M-Lo was a legendary rapper from the West London collective ER. M-Lo had UK drill bangers with hundreds of thousands of views. He was affiliated with SSK, which made him a target for rival gangs looking for retaliation. Just after 2 a.m. on Sunday, the 4th of September, masked men would pull up to a block of flats on Kensington High Street. They would see M-Lo and shoot him multiple times. Police would be called to the scene, but sadly, M-Lo would be pronounced dead on the scene. Although M-Lo didn't have anything to do with the murder of Wu, he would still be sought out as a rival due to his affiliation with South Kilburn. A 29-year-old man was arrested on suspicion of murder, but was released due to lack of evidence. With this murder going unsolved, leaving behind a grieving family. Rest in peace, M-Lo. Whilst the gang beef between these two sets has been less active in recent months, members are still dissing each other in songs, with tit-for-tat incidents playing out in the streets. If you have gathered anything from this video, it should be that this—
Boy, it's cracking out South Kilburn, boy. It is cracking in Kilburn. Jesus Christ, man. If y'all live over there, please stay safe, bro. Sounds like it's died off or whatever. I don't believe it. I think it's still cracking. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to drop a like. I just said that. Be sure to tap that link down below. Yeah, bro. It's cracking out here, boy. Y'all stay safe, man. Until next time.